Good morning. It's day 23 and we need to start seriously being productive. We need to lock in. The goal for today is to keep the baby happy, so she lets me do some work. And the most important task for today is to finally unpack my printer and start doing the test prints. And during her nap, I will need to finish entry 2 for my letter. I definitely need to finish entry 2 because I still have entry 3, which needs to be completed for the full package of the month 1. I will then need to do later this week or next week. I will need to do the editing and printing as well. Well, we have lots to do, so let's grab coffee. I will make myself one and let's start working.
I'm speechless. Yesterday I printed the test print of my month 1 painting. I printed it on my G series printer on standard office paper, nothing fancy. And whether the size will actually be as I envisioned. So let's measure. And I'm stunned. It's up to 1 millimeter correct sizing. It's exactly 13 by 13 centimeters. I am just crazy happy. You have no idea how happy I am. Seriously, no idea. Let's go to the light. I was focusing on having the same teals, which I have, but you can see I have different tones in the face. Here on the print, it's more yellowish, more, I would say, even more real, like skin tones, and here it's more pinkish. I like both. I like both of them, but they are not the same. But we need to take into consideration that I didn't print on my professional printer. So we will see when that comes out. I didn't even start yet properly, and the baby is already trying to climb on my leg. I need to get rid of all this mess that sits on my printer. Here's my printer, the G series and the PRO-300, and there is simply lots of stuff laying on the box. I need to get rid of the stuff. There's also lots of my partner's stuff. I can't really be only pointing my finger that you didn't clean your stuff, therefore I have to be moving it now. Na. Even though I would like to shift blame to everyone else. But look at that. You see? All of that is mine. Well, not all of that. There's like maybe one little box that is his. Other than that, all of this mess is mine. It's the content of my previous studio, which I still didn't unpack, and I have no idea how I will arrange this room. But ta-da! We live here 1 year and it's still in the boxes. I started preparing a list, kind of like audit of my available canvases, so I know what's in the studio, what I can use for my paintings.
Surprisingly, it wasn't as heavy as I thought. It was not light though, but it was not as heavy as I expected. She's just most definitely needing my attention. Mom life.
I have it out of the box. I will put this little cranky baby to sleep, and I will just sit down at the computer and continue writing the entry 2 for my story. While she was napping, I actually completely changed my second entry for month 1 story that I've drafted before. It guided me to a good place, what I was doing previous days, but when I read it, it was more kind of like analytical summary of whatever happened in the past, and I needed to make it more like a story read. So I stripped down all the analytical terms and descriptions and went back to the original form of the story, which is more like a descriptive emotional journey. So I've stripped that down and I started writing from scratch, and I must say I like the result. I do. It's not what I was planning to write, it's completely something different, but I love the result. I'm like halfway through. I think I'm pretty much even done with, I'm not done, but I'm even pretty happy with the editing and style of the first half. So that will not take me much longer to edit the first half. And the second half, I don't really have like complete wording in my head, but since I already have the first half, that will be like a natural continuation of the event, so it shall not take long. I will either be able to finish it during her afternoon nap or tomorrow latest. So that's a good news. That's very good news. She's well rested, so but she's cranky because of the teeth coming out. She's very cranky. So let's keep fingers crossed, and let's see if I will be able to go back upstairs and finish the printer setting.